Hey up guys, and welcome back again to the Betty Hall Clinic. Today we've got a proper classic game review. We're going to be taking a look at Wizball, this incredible side-scrolling shoot-'em-up for the Commodore 64. Tim, this one's for you. Wizball. This is an absolute Commodore classic and is potentially one of, if not the, best games for the system. The release date was back in 1987. The game was developed by Sensible Software, published by Ocean Software. Music was composed by Martin Galway, and originally, as I've said, it only came out on the Commodore 64, but it did eventually get ported to other systems, including the ZX Spectrum, the Amstrad, the Amiga, the Atari ST, and even MS-DOS. The box art that you're looking at right now was done by the late Bob Wakelin, who sadly passed away earlier this year. Wizball is set in the once colourful realms of Wizworld, where the evil Zark has stolen all the colour, making it dull and grey. It is up to Wiz and his cat Nifter to restore it to its former brilliance as Wizball and Catalete. Basically, the wizard turns himself into the ball and the cat turns itself into, well, a smaller ball. Well, you've heard more than enough waffle off me now. Let's take a look at this brilliant shoot-'em-up. Story: classic good versus evil, wizards, balls, shoot-'em-ups, cute cats. What more do you want? It's got to be an 8 out of 10 surely. Audio. Well, they knew how to use the SID chip, they really did. Back in 1987 this was fantastic, but by today's standards, damn, it's tinny. I'll give it 7 out of 10. Controls. Very easy to pick up, but that ball is a bouncing pain in the arse at first. But once you level up, gain those extra abilities, the game does become a lot easier. Add a second player for cooperative play, and you'll really start to enjoy yourself. I'm going to give it an 8 out of 10. Graphics, some of the best you were ever likely to find on the Commodore 64, and for any 8-bit computer. Fantastic for 1987, still good by today's, although obviously very dated. But I'm still going to give it an 8 out of 10. Gameplay. A distinctive, distinguished, highly playable game, which is extremely challenging and satisfying. It's a brilliant game. It brings you back for more. I've got to give it a 9 out of 10. Overall, this is going to be quite possibly one of the most beautiful crafted Commodore 64 games that you'll ever have the privilege to play. The playability brings you back for more. Yes, the graphics are dated, and yes, the sound is tinny, but it wasn't about that back then. It was about playability, and this game has got it in bucket loads. That's why it gets an overall score of 8 out of 10. Well, there you have Wizball. It was one of the best games back in the day. In fact, Zap 64 magazine gave it a Zap 64 Sizzler, and also originally gave it 96% out of 100. Missing out on a gold medal. In November the following year, Wizball was selected by the same magazine as the #1 shoot 'em up for the Commodore 64, and they gave it a rating of 98%. A month later went on to be crowned the best game ever by Zap 64. If you're able to, download it. You can probably play it on emulation on any PC. I've not got an original copy, I really do wish I had. Anyway, I've thoroughly enjoyed playing this one for you. It's brought back a lot of good memories, and yeah, I've really enjoyed this one. If there's any old classics like that you want me to dig out of my archives, then drop me a line, let me know. Well, give me a thumbs up if you've enjoyed this, subscribe if you want more, and I'll catch you guys again. Take care.